Humans have been mining the Earth's natural minerals for centuries. Over time, mining has evolved drastically to become a very safe and controlled procedure. The blasting materials have changed over time, giving the blasters more consistency and fewer errors. Let's head to the Walker Aggregates quarry to find out what they do differently.
My name is Roger McGilvery. I'm Quarry Superintendent at the Severn Pines Quarry just north of Orillia for Walker Aggregates. Basically, this site here, we supply high-grade aggregate products such as concrete, stone, asphalt stones down in towards the GTA area. And we also supply agricultural lime for farm use.
There are several steps and safety precautions which must take place before eventually sending the final product to their clients.
What we're doing today, we're getting ready to do a blast. We have done the prerequisite work for it.
The first step is surveying.
Okay, we're going to set up to do a blast later this week at the upper lift. So after we've done the preliminary process of discussing where we're going to blast in the quarry, we now survey the blast that we're going to be putting down. They take a predetermined set point that surveyors have put in for us, and we transfer that point to the face, and we see if there's any deviation along the face, so we have the exact depth for the holes we need to drill. This is very important to the process, as you can either over drill the holes, which can cause higher vibration, or under drill the holes where you're not getting down to the depth that you need to create the quarry floor at.
A highly visible safety line is hung up 10 feet from the edge of the rock for safety precaution. Afterwards, a drill log is filled out and handed to the driller so that they know the exact depth to drill, which brings us to step 2, drilling.
At this point, we're actually drilling the shot. As you can see behind me, the drill is running and drilling the holes to all the information that's been given to the driller.
The holes vary depending on the size of the blast needed, but in this particular instance, there will be 40 holes drilled at 43 feet deep. Step 3 is loading. The blasting team assembles in the early morning to load the explosives, which arrive on a truck shortly after their morning meeting.
As you can see behind me now, the blast crew is actually adding a bulk explosive into the hole. This is an emulsion product. It's pumpable and it's delivered through a tube. Once that product goes in, they bring it up to the desired height in the hole, and then they allow a little bit of time for the product to gas. Once that is done and has that time, then they come along and we put our caps in the top and the stemming to create an air deck in the top, and then the stemming material goes on top of that. After that is all completed, we walk along, and then the guys will start connecting the detonators to connect the shot together. And then at the end, they'll add the time delays so that the holes are timed before we blast. We only shoot one hole at a time. There's about 7 milliseconds apart between holes and firing time.
This delay in blasting holes one at a time reduces the environmental impact and allows for a safer detonation. The team visualizes all aspects of the blast to make sure there are no abnormalities which will cause any fly rock. Everyone on site begins to clear the blast zone. The timing is then set up, counting down from 5 minutes. The goal is to create the least impact on the environment as well as the quarry neighbors.
We have a series of blast monitors set up around all of our quarries. They're set up in strategic locations where we can measure air and ground vibration following each and every blast that we perform. Information from the blast monitors is conveyed to a central location. Emails can be dispatched from there, and we receive notification almost immediately.
Once the 1-minute warning is announced, then the blast is detonated.
Now that the blast has been successfully detonated, the blaster in charge plus his helper walk across the top of the blast to make sure that all the holes have fired and everything is clear. Once they have investigated and made sure it's all clear, they will go back and they give the all clear siren. The loaders then will move back in and presume loading the rock.
The rocks are then loaded into several rock trucks and brought to the crusher where they are sorted into different piles and sent off to the clients.
We're very proud of what we do here at the site. You know, this is 38 years I've been doing this, and I have great pride in the work we do as all our other workers do here. Our company's a very proud company, and we really appreciate showing to the public what we can do.